Good morning everyone and wish you all a very happy new year. You are watching DESIUSA TV and I am your host BHANU. We have with us here today in our studios an upcoming musician who's talented and she is a singing minstrel. Please welcome Kristin Lagasse. Kristin, welcome.
Thanks.
So first of all, before we even get started, what is a singing minstrel? Because your website is called singingminstrel.com.
That's right. So the term comes from a long time ago, before there was technology, and people would use singing minstrels to go from town to town to spread the news to each other. And I think that the traveling aspect of the term I use a lot in my music. I travel all the time and kind of think of myself as a singing minstrel.
All right, you are. So, all right, so who is Kristin Lagasse? How would you describe yourself? How did you come here?
Musically, I was born in Canada, but I grew up in Maine, so I consider myself to be American. And I started playing when I was very little and singing for my entire life. It was just kind of something my family always did, so I've always been musical. And I've always also dreamed of living in California, which is how I ended up in the Bay Area.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here in the Bay Area?
I moved to San Francisco 5 years ago. No, that's not right, 4 years ago. And I lived there for 3, and then I was traveling all of last year, and I've just gotten back a couple months ago.
Okay, all right. So, so you have recently come out with an album, and I have it right here, Kristin Lagasse. It says, "For those who still believe in unicorns." So what is this album all about?
It's pretty much my coming to San Francisco, really, which is why a lot of the artwork on it has to do with San Francisco and the Bay Area. I wrote all of these songs here, and the title is a kind of an inside joke with me and my friend who did the design for me. So it's very much California-based CD.
I see. It's actually quite cute. Still believe in unicorns. So, so what kind of a mood were you in when you wrote these lyrics?
I think I was exploring what it's like to move to a place by yourself, although this was the 3rd time I'd done that. And just so much new stuff to see, and it was a year and a half ago that I put that out, and I had to learn. I did all the recording myself, and I had to learn how to do the recording, so the whole process took probably a good year, maybe a year and a half.
Really?
So all those songs span the entire time that I was recording it.
Wow, and you have about 12 songs in here.
Yes.
Wow, okay. And you are working on another album? Which
I
is
am, yes.
Yay!
Yeah, yeah, I haven't officially started working up. Right now I'm looking for a recording studio to do it in, because I found doing this last one that I didn't like doing the recording part myself.
I don't blame you.
So it was a learning process, and I'm glad I did it, but I learned from that this time I want someone else to do it for me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
You are 25, 26? 26. But your music, it's very, it's very soulful, it's very mature, way beyond your years. How does that come?
I have no idea. People ask me that actually quite
really?
a bit, and I have absolutely no idea. I was always kind of a daydreamer and a thinker, and I read a lot, so I think maybe, just from the young years up till now, I mean, I don't know.
That's okay. We're not looking for answers right now. So what have you planned? I mean, where are you planning on staying around in the Bay Area, or you plan to move on?
I came here not really planning on staying very long, but I found that I was having a lot more luck being back and finding more gigs and more paying gigs, and I've been traveling a lot farther around from San Francisco this time, because I had like 3 jobs the last time I was here, so right now I'm mostly just doing music, and it's a great place to be for music, so I'm playing it by ear.
Nice, nice. So you've been solo pretty much, up until now. Do you have a plan of, bunching up with someone else, or do you want to do it solo all along? Or
I like being solo. I definitely, at some point, I would like to have a band and to play in a band just to experience what that is like. But with all the traveling that I do, it's so much easier to be solo. And so as of right now, that's pretty much all I've done. For the next CD, I'm going to bring in some other musicians and probably have mandolin and drums and, you know, kind of different arrangements. But as far as playing in a band, I don't really see that in the near future, but hopefully sometime.
Okay. How do you describe your music?
How
do you categorize it? You know?
I describe it as acoustic folk rock.
Wow.
Yeah, or just folk a lot of times, but that can span a lot of music that I don't really write to. Folk can mean older music, Joni Mitchell, world music. It can mean a lot of things. So I try to throw in a couple other words to give people a better idea.
So where are you playing these days? I mean, you know, do you have a usual spot that you do, you know, every week, or just go by the year? How does it work?
I don't have a usual spot. I'll go anywhere and do anything. This Sunday I'm at Perry's in Fairfax, which I have done a couple weeks in a row, I think, and I really enjoy it. It's a good spot. I like Fairfax a lot. And Monday I'm trying out a new cafe in the Sunset in San Francisco called Cafe Gratitude. I'll play really anywhere. I play cafes, I play bars, I've done farmers markets, I've done festivals. Yeah, anywhere that'll have me.
Very interesting. Yeah. So that's great. That's a whole lot of information, but I'm sure our viewers would be interested to know how they can get hold of your music.
Oh, yes.
How can they check you out? So just give us a little more information on that.
Okay, well, I have a MySpace. It's myspace.com/Kristin Lagasse, Kristin Lagasse. My website is singingminstrel.com, and you can find my phone number and email through both of those websites.
All right, great. All right, that's wonderful. Kristin, thank you so much
Thanks
for being here, and we really look forward to hearing more about you.
Thank you.
All right, you were watching Desi USA. Thanks, viewers.